You guys have heard me talk about the Blue Ridge Parkway several times in videos, because the Parkway is a great way to find great roads, in my opinion. The roads that come up and intersect the Parkway, give you access to the Parkway, are usually pretty great, because they have to get up on the mountains. But I've never actually done a video talking about the Parkway itself, because I think maybe it's just where you grow up in the mountains, you just don't get that excited about leisurely paced, scenic mountain roads, because you've already seen them before. For people that don't live in the mountains, it is amazing, because it gives you just amazing view after amazing view after amazing view, but it's just kind of boring to ride. But I'm going to try to do about a 10-mile section of it here. It's not all that boring. Yeah, so we're at Courthouse Valley Overlook. But this is one of the multitude of overlooks on the Parkway that you can stop at. You can see it is very pretty. But the elevation right there was about 5,300 and, I don't know, about 5,370 feet, I think is what it said. But we're going to go about 10 miles up the road to the highest point on the Blue Ridge Parkway. So if you've never been there, this is a really cool part of it. So it's 7.6 miles away. The speed limit is 45, and you can get a very big speeding ticket if you go speeding on it. And you will pass cops, but they're not actually cops. They're, federal wildlife people or whatever, but they do radar, and they will pull you over. They'll write you a ticket that's very expensive. Generally, a lot of effort was put into the Parkway to make it driver-friendly. You know, there's not these big switchbacks and dramatic curves and, all that kind of stuff. It's generally a nice little laid-back cruise. Like for a big Harley or a big cruiser bike, this is a fantastic road. Because you don't, the acrobatics. So I just set the cruise at about 48. And this is what I'm doing. So, and if you've seen the other roads we've been riding today, you'll know that this is kind of like crawling into a wet sleeping bag. It's just not ideal. It is beautiful though. Like, I don't know if you can see off to this direction, there's a lot of brush and stuff in the way, but there'll be open places and I'll catch them and show it to you. You know, nothing else, that's the reason there's so many overlooks, because they can clear it out so you can see. I don't know how many millions of dollars are spent on this road. I'll put up a little data sheet here for you. There was a ton of effort and money put into this road. See a big overlook right there? It's a rough butt overlook. And I'm not discouraging from doing the Parkway, especially if you've not lived here and you've never been in the Appalachians. The Parkway is the easiest way to experience most of the best parts of the mountains. You know, you can see all the beautiful stuff. You go to a lot of the really nice towns. You know, you're real close to them and that kind of thing. And it's just a nice, calm, easy day of ride. But if you're riding motorcycle because you like little curvy mountain roads, it's not going to do much for you. So, but as far as where we're at, we're really close to west of Asheville, close to Brevard, which is where Pisgah National Forest is, and there's a road that'll get on the Parkway there. Close to Rossman, some other places that I can't think of right now. But you can find it. It's not hard to find. But a lot of the Parkway looks like this. Trees on both sides, mountains in the background. You'll be able to see right there. Nice shot of the mountains. You know, and coming here in the fall is gorgeous. So it really just depends on what your priorities are. If your priorities are you just want to see nature being beautiful and doing its thing, yes, absolutely, the Parkway is for you. If you want to blast through nature because it's curvy and do a lot of uphills and downhills and you want to go up mountains, go fast, get that adrenaline rush, then a couple hours on the Parkway and you're going to be losing your mind. That's usually about all I can take. It's about 2 hours of Parkway and then I'm ready to be off of it. The only reason I'm going up here today is because I know we're close to the highest point on the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is about 6,000, a little over 6,000 feet. But also because Dad's behind me, and we stopped at that overlook, and he's like, you know what? I don't think I've ever been on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And I was like, how have you not been on the Blue Ridge Parkway? Never actually been on it. So I was like, well, we'll go do about 20 minutes of it, and you'll kind of get an idea of it. Because really, when you live in the Appalachians, it all kind of looks, there are a few geographically unique areas. Craggy Gardens, Grandfather Mountain area is really pretty. Funny Bridge that I can't think of the name of right now is very popular. The viaduct, I think. Whatever it is, I can't remember what it's called. But it's very pretty, very dramatic to ride over. And then there's some places that have a lot of tunnels that are cool. But for the most part, it's this, And I could see this and also be on a very exciting road at the same time if I just get off the parkway. Now, if they'd set the speed limit to about 80 on the parkway, oh boy, that'd be a totally different story. You could have a lot of fun up here. But an 80 mile an hour and a 45 on a Blue Ridge Parkway speed ticket, it would be an impressive amount of money that you would be paying out. And it'd probably end your day riding as well. So it's not worth it. We're not that far from the actual end of the parkway. I don't remember how many miles it is exactly, but we passed mile marker 440. It goes to Cherokee, North Carolina, and it runs into Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We're not far from there. I'm guessing maybe an hour from the end of it. So you can get on it here and ride it all the way up into Northern Virginia, where it meets up with Skyline Drive. But Skyline Drive is a lot like the parkway, honestly. They're both about the same thing. But if you've never done them, I mean, you should take a weekend and do it. Well, maybe more than a weekend, you might need 3 weeks. But, I mean, if you do the math on this, it's about 480 miles long, I think. Their speed limit's 45 for the most part, so about 10 hours of actual moving. And you're going to do some stopping and eating and gas, all that stuff in there. So you probably need to spread it out over 2 days to actually enjoy it. What a view that is over there, though. There we go. It's nice. Lake down there. I think we just went past that lake a little bit ago. So the highest point on the East Coast is not far from here, Mount Mitchell, and it's 6,800 feet. I'd have to double check that. So if I pop a different number up on the screen right now, it's because I misremembered it. But, so yeah, we're not far from about as high as you can get on the East Coast. And I know all the West Coasters are like 6,000 feet. What are you talking about? That's nothing. Getting started up the mountain yet. And it's true. The Appalachians are much older, not nearly as tall as West Coast like the Rockies and that kind of thing. But they're far more accessible. We have so many more roads that just go up every nook and cranny of these mountains. It's crazy how many roads there are. Just hundreds of thousands of miles of really good roads to ride on. And all you gotta do is find them. Or subscribe to the channel, and then I'll find them for you, show you how to get to them, where they are, and the best way to do it. Probably right at 6,000 feet, because it's saying I'm a quarter mile from my destination. And like I said, this is the highest point on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Well, it's a Miata convention. Let all these people clear out. Miata days. They never thought of that. Seemed to have got here at the same time a huge group of Miatas got here. So it happens to be the Richland Balsam overlook. Yeah, so there you go. Definitely worth the ride up. But then go find something else that's more exciting to ride. That's the parkway to me. So, if you liked the video, like it, comment on it, subscribe, and share it. Because every time you do, it gets me one step closer to being able to go do the next cool thing. So have a good ride. And thanks for watching.